I didn't think I was feeling it, but now I feel like I'm feeling it. I'm hoping there's really nobody back in the hall, but I have a feeling there's 5,000 people back in the hall.
Okay, let's go.
Yes.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Eastern Kentucky University's Fall 2014 Commencement exercises. In this ceremony, we honor degree candidates in the College of Business and Technology, the College of Education, and the College of Justice and Safety. Please rise for the presentation of the national colors and join Brittany Stewart in the singing of our national anthem, and remain standing as the university singers, under the direction of Dr. Richard Waters, perform My Old Kentucky Home.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Present arms. Order arms. Forward march.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 12th President of Eastern Kentucky University, Dr. Michael Benson.
Thank you very much, and please be seated. Good afternoon. Parents, families, and friends, members of the Board of Regents, distinguished guests, faculty, and staff. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate with our fall graduates this milestone in their lives. In both ceremonies combined today, we are formally conferring 1,033 bachelor's degrees, 285 master's degrees, 92 associate degrees, 1 specialist degree, and 13 doctoral degrees for a total of 1,424 degrees. This afternoon's graduates include many who have achieved academic distinction. We're proud of all those who are graduating with honors, but I would like to recognize at this time 3 groups in particular. If you would, please hold your applause until all 3 groups have been recognized. Would all those who are graduating this afternoon from our nationally prominent honors program as honored scholars please stand and remain standing. Next, all those who are graduating summa cum laude with a 3.9 GPA or higher, please stand and remain standing. Finally, would all those graduates who are members of EKU's most multidisciplinary honor society, Phi Kappa Phi, also stand. Please join me in honoring these groups of outstanding student scholars. Thank you. Congratulations as well to all others who are graduating with honors this afternoon. Throughout her 108-year history, Eastern Kentucky University has been known as the School of Opportunity, and we will always be proud of this distinction. I am particularly pleased to acknowledge this afternoon the many first-generation college graduates who are earning a degree. This means that neither their parents nor anyone in earlier generations was a college graduate. Will all the candidates for degrees who are the first generation in their families to earn a college degree please stand? Thank you. Congratulations. Commencement is also the time we recognize the many others who have contributed to the success of these candidates with resources, encouragement, occasional cajoling, love, and understanding. Now I ask the following to stand as you are presented and to remain standing so that we may welcome and honor you as a group. Will the parents of the candidates for graduation please stand? All parents. If you would, remain standing. Next, the grandparents of the candidates. The grandparents of the candidates, please stand. Next, will children and other family members of the candidates please stand? And finally, will the faculty and staff who have instructed and served these candidates please stand? Degree candidates, please join me in showing your appreciation for these very important people in your lives with a generous round of applause. Thank you very much. Now I would like to recognize some special individuals here on the platform, members of the Board of Regents who have joined us this afternoon. Will each regent please stand when presented and remain standing? Craig Turner, Chair of the Board from Lexington. Ernie House, Vice Chair of the Board from London. Brian Mackinnon, Staff Regent from Richmond. And Kyle Nicholas, Student Regent from Louisville. Please join me in greeting these members of our board and expressing to them our appreciation for their dedicated service. And how can we forget Alan Long of Richmond? Alan Long, also a member of our Board of Regents. Dr. Laurie Carter, our Executive Vice President for Student Success and University Council, will now introduce our student speaker. Dr. Carter.
Each semester, a member of the graduating class is selected for the honor of presenting a student commencement address. This afternoon, that honor belongs to Doris Crawford of Clarksdale, Mississippi, who's graduating with a doctoral degree in educational leadership and policy studies. Sharing in Doris's special day today are her godfather, Dr. Clifton Shaw, her brothers, Monty Crawford and Moses Sales, and her sisters, Angie Norfleet and Vanessa Harris. I know they are proud of Doris, as are we. It is my pleasure and privilege now to introduce the student speaker for this afternoon's commencement program, Doris Crawford.
President Benson, members of the Board of Regents, guests, distinguished faculty, staff, families, friends, and fellow graduates, good afternoon, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2014. We did it. My name is Doris Lynette Crawford, and I represent one of the many voices of this graduating class. Today is a very special day. First, we must acknowledge those who helped make our college experience possible. As we prepare to move toward the future, it is pertinent that we hold fast to our support networks, those who have encouraged and grounded us throughout the years. Parents, families, friends, and supporters, I take this moment to thank you. I ask that you continue to support us as we embark on our future endeavors. Frederick Douglass, abolitionist, author, and statesman, noted that if there is no struggle, there is no progress. And I am sure that we can all attest to the validity of his words. Whether it was struggling through classes, enduring life away from home, adjusting to a different culture or language, or adapting to residential life. As a result of the various challenges we have faced, we have become stronger, more refined, and more intelligent versions of ourselves. We struggled, and we made great progress. Now, as we gather with family, friends, and faculty to commemorate the past years and to reminisce about our formative college experiences, let us reflect for a moment on our struggles as well as our progress. Like me, many of you are first-generation college graduates. My parents valued education, even when the means were very limited. They worked hard to invest in me. As a child growing up in extreme poverty, I envisioned a better life instead of one surrounded by crime, poverty, and hopelessness. And in the rural South, I decided that if opportunities did not knock, I would build a door. To the justice and safety graduates, former U.S. Secretary of State and four-star General Colin Powell was right when he said, "There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. I, like many of you, perhaps had no idea we would end up at a university like Eastern Kentucky University, surrounded by unlimited opportunities. It was here that we embraced diversity, experienced the arts and entertainment, encountered the healthy nature of fitness and wellness, and engaged in community service. It was here too, at EKU, that we made the best of friends and forged lifelong connections. Despite my struggles, I am thankful for my successes and progress while at EKU. I'm fortunate to stand before you today as a doctoral candidate. EKU opened the door and gave me the opportunity to serve as a graduate assistant in the College of Education. I was able to publish scholarly articles, attend national educational conferences, and work in STEM summer camps with middle and high school students. Last spring, I attended Harvard's Leadership Institute, and I was awarded the American Association of School Administrators Leadership Scholarship. At this moment, I, like many of my College of Education peers, desire a life of service in order to give back to the youth in our communities. World-renowned leader, the late President Nelson Mandela, said it best: education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Like many of my classmates, I came to EKU because I desired a college experience that would challenge me and give me the creative power to change the environment I live in. Fellow colleagues, we did not choose EKU because it was easy or struggle-free. Why then should we look for a life of comfort and ease after receiving our degrees and plunging into the real world? We chose EKU to enhance our lives so that we may enhance the lives of others. Having overcome our various struggles, we now have a responsibility to our beloved EKU, to our communities, to our world. No matter our majors or aspirations, whether we're in education, business and technology, or justice and safety, we must not solely focus on selfish ideas, prestige, or egotistical aspirations of grandeur. Rather, we must challenge ourselves to be civically involved. Fellow graduates, do not forget the advice of former Apple CEO Steve Jobs. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinion drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Life after college should not be about living sedentary or quiet lives. My charge to each of you is to take these past years, the connections made, the unique passions, to take this degree and do something relevant and positive with it. Let us hold fast to the words of Frederick Douglass, remembering that if there is no struggle, there is no progress, and that progress in our own communities, in our own world, can only happen when brilliant minds like ours decide to become engaged. To the class of 2014, the journey truly did begin here. Venimus, vidimus, vicimus. We came, we saw, we conquered. Go Colonels!
We learned at lunch that Doris wants to be a school superintendent. Doris, if that doesn't work out, I think you should be a coach, because I'd play for you. Congratulations, well done. Thank you very, very much. Our keynote speaker this afternoon grew up along the banks of the Rockcastle River in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. It was there that John Karloftis fell in love with nature. He earned a degree in communications from the University of Kentucky and soon found a way to marry that background with his love of the outdoors. In the summer of 1988, fresh off the Lexington campus, he traveled to New York City for the summer and printed some business cards, billing himself as a rooftop garden designer, despite the fact that he had never even set foot in one, let alone designed one. He came back for a few classes in horticulture and landscape design. And soon he was passing out his cards to doormen at some of the Big Apple's most elite buildings. Those cards eventually led to work for celebrities such as actress Julianne Moore and actors Mike Myers and Ed Norton, as well as Barack and Michelle Obama. Little wonder that today Mr. Karloftis is known as the gardener to the stars and one of America's pioneers and leading authorities on rooftop and small space gardening. Mr. Karloftis is the owner of John Karloftis Fine Gardens, with offices in Lexington and Bucks County, Pennsylvania, as well as the Rockcastle River Trading Company, a popular home and garden store on his family's picturesque property in Livingston, Kentucky. Over the years, his work has been featured in numerous national magazines, and he has won several prestigious awards. He has authored 3 books and appears often on television programs. Soon his talents will be appreciated by anyone who steps foot on or even drives our Richmond campus along Lancaster Avenue, when the former location of the Martin Hall tennis courts is converted to a beautiful garden space designed by Mr. Karloftis. We're delighted that such a distinguished landscape designer can play a part in our comprehensive effort to increase green space, make our campus more pedestrian-friendly, and to enhance our curb appeal. We are delighted and honored that Mr. Karloftis could join us today to share his wisdom with our graduates. It gives me great pleasure now to present John Karloftis for the honorary degree, Doctor of Humanities. John and Provost Weiss, will you kindly join me here next to the podium? I hasten to add as well, we're also joined by some members of John's family. We're delighted to have you here with us today. Thank you for helping to celebrate this significant day. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to introduce Dr. John Karloftis, a distinguished son of Kentucky, award-winning garden designer, and wonderful ambassador for his beloved home state, whose work will soon grace Eastern Kentucky University, which is proud to recognize him today. Please give a warm Colonel welcome to Dr. John Karloftis. Congratulations, John.
Well, President Benson and the board, I just want to thank you all so much to have the honor to speak to these wonderful students. And from up here, you should just see your all's faces because it's just so full of energy, promise, and wish I could just bottle it up, take over the world. Let me put my glasses on since I'm a doctor. I'm smart. Let me see. Of course, it all sounds like, this is, congratulations. This is a lot of work to get to where you are. And truly, now I can actually see you. The excitement, this is a very exciting time. Grade school is one thing, then high school is another, but this is the real deal. You are getting ready to go out and make your own place in the world. That's you. Some of you may have jobs and you know exactly what you're going into, and some of you may not have a job right now and may not know what you're going into, and that's okay. I'm not singling anybody out, because believe me, I did not know what I was going to do. I graduated. I got a degree in something that was easy for me. It didn't interfere with my social life at the fraternity, and I'm telling you the truth. I just went through 4 fun years, and but then when I got out, I paid for it. I was like, oh my gosh, there's nobody going to hire me. So I went back to school and took all the classes that I wanted to take. So I don't want to give all these parents a heart attack, so you paid for enough, I know. But I thought, now's the time to do it. I'm going to go back and I'm going to take what I wanted. And then, like Dr. Benson said, I got a chance to move to New York. I made up cards. It said, John Karloftis, rooftop garden designer. And I had never been on a roof in my life. But I knew my plants, and I had wonderful professors, which are still on, my favorite ones are on speed dial, and after 25 years, I still call them up when I need expert advice. And it's been a trip. It's been a real tough 25 years, but it is the most rewarding thing to go do something for yourself. And I'll never forget my first year in New York, and I called home, and I'd been kind of treated so mean from my first job that I had in New York. And I was telling them, and if my parents, if they had said, stick with it, man, stick with it, I would have come on home. But instead they said, come on home, we want you back here. So I stuck with it. So glad I did. And we just finished 3 years ago. We did Google headquarters in New York City. Amazing, huge project. It's one of the best projects we've ever done. Thank you. But the world, and I don't want to be cliched here, but it's so exciting where you're at right now. It just seems like yesterday I was right here, and 25 years had just passed. But it's been a fun, hard work 25 years. So what I've decided, everybody loves these little top 10 lists, so I'm just these are things, really short, but things I've learned in my 25 years of business in New York City. And this is some advice to you young kids that are getting ready to embark. Number one, you gotta work. You gotta work hard, and you know it. You know how it's easy to get a C, but it's difficult to get an A. And that's whatever you choose in business or whatever career you're taking, really strive to be the best, and it will come back to you. Number two, never stop learning. I read every night. Unfortunately, it's between 3 and 5 a.m. in the morning when I need to be sleeping, but I wake up and I read. And I read not just about my field, but about a lot of different things, so that you can have a conversation and know what other people are doing, and know what's going on in the world and be relevant. Number three, open your mind to people. Always try to meet new people every chance you get. Every time, all I want to do is kind of sit by a fire with my dogs, and I don't want to leave the house. But every time I do, it's good, because you meet new people and new chances. Very important one here. Treat everyone the way you would be treated. I treat the doormen, the elevator men, or women, whoever it may be, but I treat everyone the same way I treat my clients who may be movie stars, and they know it, and they appreciate that, they see that, and it's just a good way to be, I'll tell you. Makes people feel good. Another thing, surround yourself with successful people. I try to be around people that are doing, it may not be in my field, but they are doing something and they're making a change in the world, and it rubs off on you. It is one of the most important things to do. And then likewise, if it's negative, if you're around negative people, you just gotta, cut bait. You just gotta drop back and punt. You know what I mean? It's gonna bring you down. You gotta stick with positive people. Give of yourself to charity. Just this year alone, we've raised almost $150,000 for different charities here in Kentucky, Humane Society, Cancer Foundation, and it's a lot of work, but I'll tell you, it's so rewarding. And when you give back to people that need help, that's the way, it's the way to do it. And my last thing I want to tell you is you've heard this a million times, but it's true. Wherever you are and wherever you go, leave it better than before you found it, all right? Clean it up, straighten it up, make it beautiful, but there's enough things that are making the world ugly, so fight the other way. And I'm trying to do it, I know that. I'm trying to make things beautiful and trying to make people happy. And I just want to say congratulations. I'm so excited for you all because you've just got the world. And you know what's great is the economy's coming back, so you're in a really good spot. It could be worse. It's really coming back. You're going to be in a great position. So congratulations and good luck. And I hope to vote for you for president one day. All right. Thank you.
Provost Dr. Jana Weiss will now proceed with the formal conferring of degrees on our graduates.
President Benson, the deans of the colleges will join me in presenting the candidates for the graduate and undergraduate degrees. Dean Thomas Erickson will present candidates for the graduate and undergraduate degrees from the College of Business and Technology.
Will the candidates for the undergraduate and graduate degrees in the College of Business and Technology please stand and remain standing? President Benson, these candidates have been approved by the faculty, and I present them to you for the conferring of their degrees.
Dean Verdelow will join me in presenting the candidates for the undergraduate and graduate degrees from the College of Education.
Will the candidates for undergraduate and graduate degrees in the College of Education please stand and remain standing? President Benson, these candidates have been approved by the faculty, and I present them to you for the conferring of their degrees.
Dean Alan Ault will join me in presenting the candidates for the undergraduate and graduate degrees from the College of Justice and Safety.
Will the candidates for the undergraduate and graduate degrees in the College of Justice and Safety please stand and remain standing? President Benson, these candidates have been approved by the faculty, and I present them to you for the conferring of their degrees.
President Benson, the deans and I present these candidates to you for the conferring of their degrees.
Candidates, the long-anticipated hour has come. You are here with family and loved ones looking on. The faculty and officers of the university are gathered in witness and testimony to your conduct and purpose. Therefore, by virtue of the authority granted me by the Board of Regents of Eastern Kentucky University, and with the faculty's recommendation, it is now my pleasure to confer upon each of you the appropriate degree, the requirements of which you have fulfilled, and do hereby vest each of you with the rights and privileges pertaining to that degree. Your diploma confirmed and acknowledged by the Great Seal of the University. Congratulations. You may please be seated.
Will the honorary faculty advisors please escort the degree candidates to the stage? Professor John Strada will now read the names of the graduates. This is both a solemn and joyous occasion. As the names are called, I ask each of you to show the decorum that the dignity of the occasion warrants. And graduates, a professional photographer will take your photo when you're on stage, so please refrain from taking your own photos. In this way, each candidate can receive the recognition and honor that he or she deserves. Thank you.
College of Education. Doctor of Education, Barbara Killen Shoemaker. Linda Smith Floyd. Masa Alizadeh. William D. Hicks, Jr. Kaylin Bryce Scott. Treva G. Macy. Chastity Lachelle Holman Douglas. Terry Allen Taylor. Doris Lynette Crawford. Master of Arts, Kimberly May Alexander. Jacqueline Edwina Criswell. Jessica Suzanne Hughes. Amanda Wyatt. Nicole May Thomas. Lauren Amy Childs. Caitlin Tara Kirkpatrick. Bethany Marie Lewis. Stephanie Elise Cunnigan. Shalmar Monte Sandifer. Master of Arts in Education, Patricia Coletta Condon. Adrienne Lee Cornish. Andrina Ballard Cox. Deborah K. Druin. Elizabeth Gale Edmondson. Kelly Jane Evans. Gary Gay. Selena Hahn. Jennifer J. Maher. Marty Miracle. Samantha Ruth Roy. Master of Arts in Teaching, Mary E. Smith. College of Business and Technology, Master of Business Administration, Catherine A. Fisher. Kayla Marie Goins. Brittany Dean Neves. Rochelle Janice Gray. Guyana Porisson. Douglas Benton Schatz. Master of Science, Hao Chen. Anthony Clay Eason. Lakshmi Bhavina Patamala. College of Justice and Safety, Master of Science, Miguel Bautista Jr. Emily Becker. Joseph Matthew Davis. Jonathan Brandt. Mark Anthony Heron. Harry L. Hibbs. Ariel Elizabeth Jackson. Morgan Lee Mills. David Charles Mixon. Coleman Edward Niporti. Christopher L. Russell. Matthew J. Schumann. Michael A. Solanskis. Stephanie M. Watson. David Michael Grenoble. Nicholas Franklin Miller, Jr. Courtney Lee Connor. Charles J. Ingram. College of Business and Technology. Bachelor of Arts, Richard Lee Krask. Lisa Marie Broadus. Jarek Scott Voiles. Patrick Elgin Blevins. Brandon Matthew Thiessen. Brittany Lynn Boyd. Rhodey Annabelle Orgella. Chelsea Ray Banks. Abby Rose Caudill. Madeline Elizabeth Lee. Kirtland Paige Barnett. Justin Tyler Ross. Maya Janae Johnson. Lindsay Nicole Kavanaugh. Justin S. Overbay. Ashley Renee Van Hook. Robert Lee Clark. Daniel Scott Clemens. Stacy Ann Powell. Patrick Wayne Beasley. John Thomas Richardson. Ashley Marie Edmond. Amy Marie Rossi. Courtney Ray Kimberlin. Amber Benedict Green. Morgan Elizabeth Fouts. Kirsten Manon Richardson. Lauren Miller. Dawson Herlin Helton. Audra Rose Summer. Brittany Nicole Phillips. Benjamin Vincent Hill. Kanisha Denise Rice. Ruben Carlisle Rawlings Watson. Emmanuel Troy Mock. Zachary Ryan Brown. Brett Allen Moss. Jordan Cody McGuffin. Katie Sue Justice. Tori Alice Johnson. Thomas Patrick Fox. Jared Wayne Elliott. Karen Elise Morgan. Bachelor of Business Administration, Andrew Michael Hicks. Islambek Jamavekovich Amatayev. Andrew Josiah Fletcher. Lauren Linnell Kirby, magna cum laude. Sarah Lynn Vest. Carolyn Ashton King. Jessie Elaine Martin. Zachary Allen McKinney. Kelsey Dicerod. Aaron William Spencer. John Daniel Schmidt, Jr. Joshua Caleb Tedder. Sarah Ashton Snowden. Brooke Ellen Sargent. Sierra Paige Thompson. Jared Michelle Wolf. Joseph Brubaker Kablan. Christy M. Westcott. Austin Ronald Plensler. Michael Andrew Stess. Ethan Michael Yerkins. Tyler Neil Bishop. Selena Marie Tobias. Jessica Faith Johnson. Chelsea Lynn Montgomery. Jacob J. Webster. Edward Lynn McIntosh III. Jared David Boggs. Nicholas Allen Mills. Timothy Ryan Hanshaw. Curtis Robert Simpson. Renetta Michele Douglas. Katerina Wazilewski. Christina Braun. Sandy Leibiger. Daniel Brian Stone. Brock Anderson Jordan, magna cum laude. Timothy Lee Dawson. Mohammed Yusuf Amoltawa, cum laude. Anthony Lamont Means. Bachelor of Individualized Studies. I don't know. Nancy Rita Folkmarker. Bachelor of Science. Tandy Ann Deskins. Cody James Quinn. Kelly Moran Dean. Jared Austin Powell, cum laude. Charles Michael Hayden. Zenekai Rajon Bischoff. Joshua Allen Kraft. Joel Dylan Bottomley. Renee Lynn Loringer. Sheldon Ryan Pate. Dalton Ray Perry. Daniel James Albertson. Jonathan Grant Saunders. Joshua J. Simone. Robert David Barger. Connor Patrick O'Leary, cum laude. Stuart G. Dubois. Justin Blaine Addison. Jessica Erin Kilger. Roland Isaac Markham, magna cum laude. Robert Darrell Reynolds. Rebecca Ann Sweet, cum laude. Thomas Andrew Sprinkle. Kayla Renee Brandenburg. Leanne Marie Grant. Associate of Applied Science, Christopher Drew Moore. Associate of General Studies, Matthew Scott Bolin. Paula Gail Cole. Shelley Treva Puckett, cum laude. Did we miss one? Okay. All right, hang on just a second. All right. College of Education. Jacqueline Nicole Renfro. William R. King. Casey Ty Bottoms. Lucas Joseph Kiner. Bullen Randolph Brooks. Chelsea Lynn Barnes, cum laude. Sharon Elizabeth Turpin. Lisa Marie Aguilos, cum laude. Starlina Brown, magna cum laude. Brittany Danielle Friel, magna cum laude. Amber Dakota Warren. Kayla Amanda Ozina Wyatt. Haley Danielle Keith, cum laude. Joseph Daniel Gray. Alexis Page Chancellor, cum laude. Caitlin Trudy Smith. Ashley Elizabeth Ball. Danita Renee Taylor, cum laude. Tommy Brandon Radford, cum laude. Sydney Elaine Scott, cum laude. Lauren Michelle Etherington. Ashley Marie Gabriel. Lindsay Jordan Rowe. Chloe Annette Thompson. Alina Rose Howard. Jennifer Lee Brookins, cum laude. Susan Elizabeth Wheeler, cum laude. Emily Ann Smith. Kelsey Drake Bernard, magna cum laude. Sarah Catherine Mankovich, cum laude.
It's Sheree, if you want to say it.
Lakendra Sheree Horton. James Chadwick Higgins. Megan Virginia DeWald. Jacqueline Jones, summa cum laude. Megan Marie Gary, cum laude. Byron Scott Crawford. Courtney Kathleen Hallis, cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Phelps. Shelby Marie Bronger. Tessa Nicole Cash. Amy Soul, magna cum laude. Amber Rose Fuchs. Michelle Margaret Caudle. Shelby Jordan Bennett, summa cum laude. Katie Michelle Fitzpatrick. Alicia Danielle Boone. Shelby Renee Russell, cum laude. Brittany Lachey One. Michael Harrison Childers. Lauren Ashley Bruce. Ashley Ray Hammond. Pamela Tabachnik. Clayton Ross Carson, cum laude. Ashley Nicole Brown, cum laude. Ariel Maria Espinoza. Megan Elizabeth Roberts. Candace Brooke Montgomery, cum laude. Emily C. Lowe. Chelsea Elizabeth Banks. Natalie Sharon Herbert. Haley Brooke McCullum, summa cum laude. Whitney Blake Ruffing. April Nicole Hall. Amanda Elizabeth Campbell. College of Justice and Safety. Bachelor of Science, Jeffrey Todd Armstrong II. Ashley Nicole Branson. Gerald Bowen. Nathan Allen Hoff. Tyler Shane Willis. Brandon Guy Donahue. Heather Kreider. Yasser Walid Gawani Sr. Callie Christine Robinson, magna cum laude. James Aaron Disney. Jeremy Adam Spencer. Kevin Clay Gibson. Jonathan Dwayne Smith. Hussein Ajamahanamahan. Amr Ahmed Al-Jarab, cum laude. Justin Brad Kelly. Jacob Hunter Hall. Lindsay Brooke Noel. Stephanie Rochelle Edsel. Regina Lynn Wittersheim, cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Newcomb, cum laude. Jared Michael May. Jonathan D. Galpel Jr., magna cum laude. Brian Scott Bailey. Ankit Danish Patel, summa cum laude. Patrick Tyler Davis. Michael Christopher Kruer. Adam Curtis Delph. Brett Tyler Miracle. Samuel E. Boyd. Casey Spears Johnson. Elizabeth Brooke Castile. Kelly Nicole Souders. Michaela Brooke Charles, magna cum laude. Novelle Rosa Adorno. Michael Andrew Hill. Benjamin Adam Young. Caitlin Deanne Russo. Azalea C. Romero. Won Sik Jong. Christian John Siever. Mauritius Willem Vogel. Andrew Philip Lloyd. Jacob Austin Carter. Joshua David Hamblin. Aaron David Elliott, magna cum laude. Kelsey Kyle Withers, summa cum laude. Zachary Allen Willand. Kayla Elise Matola, summa cum laude. Crystal Lynn Kinzer. George Travis Steele. Corey Douglas Stanley. Taylor Zachary Need. Bertha Sebastian. Jody Beth Walker. Rachel Jane Furnish, magna cum laude. Jamie K. Barnes, cum laude. Timothy J. Duffer. Richard Gordon Gillingham, Jr. Jamie L. Smith. Kyle Mitchell Coley. Carl Julian Lovings III, cum laude. Nicholas H. Jensen. Abigail Virginia Nienaber. Andrew Scott McCready. Jonathan Austin Davis. Jason Robert Riegelsperker. Lindsay Renee Hobstetter. Jacob F.C. Zachary Douglas Marshall. Ryan Christopher Ballinger, magna cum laude. Corey Thomas Evans. Blake William Sheeks. Chance E. Coleman. Derek Allen McCain. James Criddington Dunn. Adam Warren. Laura Ashley McCoon. Jessica Anderson Riddell. Carmen A. Pantano. Nathaniel Allen Parker. Frederick Levi Tipton. Eric Van Kinslow. Rada Ann Clark. Quentin Alexander Alford. Addison J. Disney Cooper, cum laude. Danielle Nicole Fox. Danielle Elizabeth Fisher. Kenneth Conley Brandenburg. Catherine Smith. Caitlin Nicole Trent. Joshua Anton Penny. Anshua Adams. Justin Lee Kersey. Saad Akali.
Abdullah Al-Bashari.
Abdullah Abdul-Shari.
Abdurrahman Muhammad Al-Smari.
Abdulrahman Mohammed Al-Smari. Mohammed Akaldi. Salal Sanad Al-Shamari. Rebecca Pearl Moore. Robert Redding Darty, cum laude. Nathaniel Zachariah Rosenbauer. Mohammed Assad Olofman. Chris Michael Tomlin. Nathaniel Taylor Harrison. Sultan Al-Rabi. Saif Al-Shamsi. Ahmed Al-Harthi. Mohammed Al-Hefli, Senior. Hizam Al-Homandi. Abin Jari. Fahad Al-Sunbal. Associate of Arts, Christopher Chase Adams. Associate of General Studies, Roger Dean Blake II. That's it.
Before he leaves, how about a big hand for John Strata for reading all those names. Congratulations. Graduates, the moment for which you have worked so long and so hard is now at hand. If you've not already done so, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Alumni are so very important in the life of a university, and we are very fortunate at Eastern to have the loyal support of more than 135,000 alumni. Mr. Glenn Ragland, president of our International Alumni Association, will now offer words of greeting to our newest alumni. Glenn.
Thank you, President Benson. This afternoon, graduates, you are joining a very special group of individuals, men and women from all over the world who have brought great honor to this institution by distinguishing themselves in their careers and in their communities. In your time here at EKU, I hope that in addition to your academics, you have learned the importance of service. It is my hope that as you go into your communities and to the workforce, that you will give back with acts of service, and that when you are settled into your career, consider giving your time, talents, and treasure to Eastern Kentucky University. Being a graduate of this institution gives me great pride, and I'm always sharing about the campus beautiful. I hope that you will find the opportunities to share with others about your experiences here. Now, fall 2014 graduates, please stand. By virtue of the degree conferred upon you by the faculty and Board of Regents of Eastern Kentucky University, I hereby declare that you are members of the Eastern Kentucky University International Alumni Association with all the rights and privileges of membership. Congratulations, God bless, and welcome to the Alumni Association. You may be seated.
You may be seated. Thank you. Congratulations, graduates. For your first action as a proud graduate of EKU, please get out your phones because it's selfie time. Take your very first selfie as an EKU alumnus and post it to the hashtag EKUgrad on Twitter. And let's break the internet. As Mr. Ragland said, we want you to stay connected to your alma mater. Follow our new EKU Twitter channel at EKU Stories. I hope you'll take a moment now or later to tweet about the people, the places, and the programs that were meaningful to you during your time at EKU. Tell us about the good times you've had, the memorable classes, the friends, professors, and events that marked your time as an EKU Colonel. For the families and friends in the audience, please follow EKU Stories and tell us about your own Eastern experience, or pass along congratulations to today's honorees. Graduates, I certainly extend to each of you my congratulations and those of my colleagues. You depart this university with our best wishes and our most sincere regard. You leave EKU a better place because of your service and achievements. I sincerely hope a bond has been formed between you and this institution. Your diploma is more than just a piece of paper. It is your ticket into the world of educated persons and an invitation to join for life the Eastern Kentucky University family. From this time forward, the name, the traditions, the influence of this university are freely yours, just as your achievements, your successes, indeed the tenor of your life will reflect forever on Eastern Kentucky University. To the class of 2014, you represent an incredibly small portion of the world's population as college graduates. What this diploma does not mean is this: that you are inherently better than anyone else. What it does mean is that you have been given an amazing opportunity to acquire knowledge and experience. What you do with this knowledge and your education is the ultimate barometer and will be the standard by which your life will be judged. And finally, as you consider your academic accomplishment today, please reflect on the words of the inimitable Mark Twain. He once wrote this: "When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much the old man had learned in 7 years." So at the conclusion of today's ceremony, I would like each of you to find your mom or your dad or another family member or friend, give them a hug of appreciation, and let them know how pleased you are with how much they've learned while you've been away at Eastern Kentucky University. I also invite you to a reception in honor of our graduates in the Fred Darling Museum, the auxiliary gym up on the concourse, just off these doors immediately following the ceremony. Now, for one last time, let us recognize with a hearty round of applause Eastern Kentucky University's newest graduates. I would also like to thank the EKU Brass Quintet for providing the beautiful music today as we entered and will exit the Alumni Coliseum. Also, Dr. Richard Waters and the University Singers. You can see I don't think any of them graduated today, but they freely gave of their time and talents to be here today, and we thank these students and Dr. Waters very much. Please stand now for the alma mater led by the University Singers and followed by the recessional. As the recessional begins, please remain standing until the platform party has left the floor. Thank you very much, and go Colonels.
Still above